And we're live. Welcome to Wednesday, the NBA Draft Edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my co-host, partner in crime, all the time, Reggie Walker.
All the
Going,
time. Yes, indeed. I'm here.
what's going on, man? You seen the draft lately?
Yeah, caught pretty much the majority of it. Not too thrilled with the picks that the Celtics made. So
We only had one pick, and I'm pretty happy about the pick that we're made. I mean, that we made. I believe he will be a nice little 2-3 uh two-way player. That's what we like. So I'm
yeah,
really confident in that pick. We are in the second round as we speak, and the 76ers just picked up Theo Melendin, uh, point guard from France, but he will be traded to the Thunder, who has 17 first round picks in the next 5 years. Yeah, so they are becoming the new Boston Celtics.
number two.
Yeah, I mean they 2.0. They got all these picks like y'all had, but
Yeah, the only difference is we're relevant and they're not.
but y'all wasn't relevant before y'all had those picks. But we shall see with the Thunder.
What you mean in the last 10 years?
After y'all lost Paul George and Kevin Garnett,
We never had Paul George.
I mean Paul Pierce
Right.
and Kevin Garnett, when y'all lost those two, because Ray Allen left y'all first, and then went to go win 2 rings. Then y'all traded KG and Paul Pierce. Then y'all became irrelevant until like 4 years ago.
You know what? I'll let you have that.
You
Put it
know,
down in the notes.
you know it's true. Y'all been irrelevant for the past 5 years. Well, 5 years ago. Y'all been good ever since.
Decent. Not good. It's not good enough for me.
Well, of course, if you got the second, you tied for the first most championships in NBA history. Of course, that's not good enough. You was in first place until Bowman.
LeBron and the bubble. Yep. Moving forward.
Moving forward, we're gonna give y'all updates as the day goes, as the night goes by with picks. But what we're gonna really talk about is other things that happened in the NBA. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is the trade with the Thunder and the Suns, bringing CP3 to Phoenix. Now, with that trade, will the Phoenix Suns finally be able to make the playoffs?
Um, I agree. I believe that the Phoenix Suns will make the playoffs. Um,
Even though the West is very, very deep.
I mean, regardless, I just feel like the Suns are deep enough to make it to the playoffs.
Okay.
The addition of CP3 to any team, and I mean virtually any team, West or East, is a good addition, great addition to the organization. And the Suns makes it even better.
I agree. If healthy, because he
Yeah.
has been having health problems, even though like this past season was like his best season health wise. But besides that, yeah, I mean, you see what they done with the Thunder. Um, People didn't think they would make the playoffs, and they was what, the fifth seed, sixth seed. They was in the playoffs like pretty high. I feel like he can do the same thing with the Denver Nuggets. They didn't actually lose a lot of people. They lost Kelly Oubre, in which that was a good piece. But I mean, for you to You still got Devin Booker who could pretty much give you 30 per night. Ayton will help out a lot. I believe
Yeah,
DeAndre Ayton will be the new Amari Stoudemire, or you want to use Tyson Chandler back when he was playing with the Charlotte
I'm not.
Hornet days.
I'm not gonna do that.
What?
I'm not gonna go that far.
Whenever remember when Chris Paul was playing with the Charlotte Hornets? No, it was New Orleans Hornets.
No, no, no,
It was
yeah,
New
New
Orleans
Orleans.
Hornets. Same thing.
Okay.
Hornets. It was the Hornets. Remember he was playing with them. Tyson Chandler was like his lob man. I mean, he pretty much could lob it to him at any given time and he was gonna dunk it. I believe Ayton can be that lob man, but he can score better than Tyson Chandler.
We shall see.
I believe he is better than Tyson Chandler when it comes to actual scoring. Defense, no. Tyson Chandler is better than him defensively. But
No,
CP3 will make a difference because he's like the last of a dying breed when it comes to true point guards. Like the ones that doesn't really try to score, they actually try to play make and get their offense involved or other players involved before they think about themselves. But he can score. It's just that he looks for others to score first.
a true facilitator.
Yeah.
But I mean, we still had this in Rondo.
Well, yeah, we still have Rondo, but Rondo's getting up there in age. Well, Chris Paul is up there in age too.
Yes, and
But
Rondo is under him, so like Rondo will probably be a last of a dying breed.
yeah,
Chris Paul, one of the greatest,
yeah,
of the last of a dying breed.
yeah, he is one of the greatest point guards like ever. Like
Yes,
true point guards ever. He's one of the
yes.
greatest. I can definitely agree on that. We shall see. I mean, it is a loaded West. You still got Golden State Warriors who didn't make the playoffs this year. I mean, last year. So they'll be taking somebody's spot. Um,
Oh, did
also,
you see about you saw about Clay?
oh yeah, breaking news. Klay Thompson. They said it could be a Achilles tendon. MRI on tomorrow. They are afraid that that might be the case. If that's the case, that is terrible news. We hope and pray that it's nothing like that because I love competition. I love the fact that we have competition in the NBA and having a good player like him, especially on that team, to be out again. Yeah, that's very detrimental
Especially
to.
in the West.
Yeah, that's very detrimental not only to the Warriors organization but also to the NBA in general because people love the Warriors team, even though they probably
Are
jumped
new.
off the bandwagon because they didn't win. They haven't won the past 2 years. But overall, people love Steph Curry, people love Clay, and for him to be hurt, that really going that's gonna have a scar on the NBA. So hopefully it's not serious to the point where he'll be out another year.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think he'll be on for a few months.
yeah, a few months. He'll be back in time for February, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's after the MRI. This is just a guess.
right, right,
This is
right.
just a guess. But let's move on to a trade that haven't happened but wants to happen for some odd reason. James Harden. James Harden has decided that he do not want to play with the Houston Rockets. He don't like how the organization is being ran, even though a black man is now the GM of the organization, and that's pretty bad. Uh, yeah, Robert Covington just got traded to the Blazers for Trevor Ariza. He ain't like that. Russell Westbrook actually wants to be traded because he wants to be like the Westbrook he was when he was with the Thunder, and he just want to be the number one player. And the only trade that people are looking at is the Washington Wizards just trade him straight up for a person who haven't played since 2018, John Wall. The only trade that makes sense. Both of them making the same amount of money, and you pretty just swap them out. And Westbrook could be that number one. But regardless of the fact, the best player on that team is James Harden, and he do not want to be there. He wants to go to the Brooklyn Nets. So, with that being said, Reggie, will that happen?
I mean, it's still kind of early to say. They got a while to figure it out. Me personally, I don't think that that's a good move for James Harden. He definitely wants to win now, and if he does go there, it possibly can go in that scenario. I can see with his dribbling ability, being able to draw a defender off balance and then just shoot it to Kyrie on a easy or KD on an easy quick pull up. I can see it happening, but the chemistry ain't gonna be there. I think it's a bad move if he does end up deciding going there.
I totally agree. That'd be a terrible move for James Harden. It'd be an even worse move for the
Personally,
Brooklyn Nets. Huh?
I was saying personally that would hurt him, but yeah, you brought up it would be a bad move for the Nets to actually bring him on, and I also agree.
I don't see I don't see them actually needing James Harden to have the same success they can have without him, to be honest with you.
Facts.
I feel like they can still make it to the finals right now with the roster that they have right now. You have Kyrie, who is healthy. You have KD, who people been saying who is healthy. You have a bench and role players on that team that have shown you they can at least make the playoffs without them. Both of y'all just being added to the team pretty much move you to the level of NBA finals, if not winning it all. Because they got the experience. They
Well,
got the,
they gotta make it past Boston first.
well, I mean, yeah, it's a couple teams. I mean, I'm not automatically putting them there, but it's a couple teams in the East in which they have to fight against in order to make it. But they have what it takes to do it with the roster that they have now. Now they can make some small changes, like trading for DeMar DeRozan, or or the
DeRozan locked in. DeRozan ain't going.
he just accepted the contract. Okay, he just accepted. Doesn't mean that he can't go nowhere.
He is. DeMar DeRozan is good. Enjoy it.
Okay, whatever.
Enjoy.
But what? But like I was saying though, yeah, they can make it to the finals with the roster that they have. Spencer Dinwiddie is a good player. Joe Harris, he's good. Jared Allen is good.
Yeah.
They still got the DeAndre Jordan. He was also not playing. So that's their two big men right there. They have the talent to win with their team. Karis LeVert, who can forget him? He dropped 50 on y'all. Remember? He dropped 50 on y'all.
You know what? Honestly, I would have felt better if you would have brought up the fact that Devin Booker scored 70 on us. I would feel better if you brought that up.
Oh man.
By the way,
What?
I said fuck you. By the way,
but nah, they got what it takes. They do not need that would just tear up the whole team. And Steve Nash do not need all that on his plate the first year in his NBA coaching career. He do not need that on his plate because he got to deal with it. It's the personalities of already Kyrie, and then you add a James Harden to it, and both of them do pretty much the same thing. They want the ball, they want to dribble, they want to hold the ball the longest in the
yeah.
offense, and one of them gonna get upset. So yeah, I wouldn't want that if I was y'all. Keep what you
I
got,
completely agree.
huh?
I say I completely agree.
Yeah, keep what you got. Well, let's go to the trades in general. It's been pretty decent amount of trades that have happened. What's the best trade you like so far?
Um, Arguably, New York.
The New York trade?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean I mean it works good for them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree on that. But my best trade, I believe, would be the Drew Holiday. I actually like the Drew Holiday trade to the Bucks.
All of that,
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot, but
yeah, it's a lot.
what you mainly trying to do is trying to keep Giannis. And I feel like Drew Holiday is better than Eric Bledsoe. He has more to put up for than Eric Bledsoe. But what also is hurting is the fact that Bogdanovich trade might not happen because it's being reported that he does not want to go there. So that trade could just be a waste.
I mean, basically, it's only a waste of paper because the contract is already printed out. All he got to do is sign it. So,
He doesn't want to sign it. He wants
yeah, I
to
understand.
stay.
I'm, I understand.
He wanted to stay in Sacramento, which I
Good
don't
move,
understand.
good move for him.
For what?
I respect it.
Is they ever making the playoffs? Is he getting a big contract behind Buddy Hield and
I mean, it's
DeAndre
not
Fox?
bad. It's not
He has
bad.
any
It's better than my salary. I
of
say
course it's
that.
better than your team, but
I'm just saying.
as good as him as a player, I feel like he should want to contend. And with the Kings, I don't see contention, especially in the West.
I mean, in this kind of situation for him, I believe with his agent and all that, I feel like it was like a dice roll
We
to
got a
see
point guard. My bad.
what they would do over the next few years. So,
I just seen that we drafted Trey Jones, point guard from Duke.
oh, you got a dookie. You got a dookie. Oh, that's what's up.
That's terrible.
That's the first in a while though, for y'all.
Right.
Wow.
I don't like it. But he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He ain't gonna do nothing anyway.
Exactly. Ride the bench for a few years and
Right. So what you think what's the worst trade that done happened?
the worst. I haven't really seen a worst trade.
I have. I seen it today. The worst
I,
trade that happened was today. Hands down.
oh, what you got? What you got?
According to somebody, a future Hall of Famer by the name of Danny Green was traded from the Thunder, who was traded earlier this week to the Thunder, was traded to the 76ers for Al Horford, a future first round pick, heavily protected by the way, and a second round pick.
Can we blame Doc Rivers?
Is Danny Green worth that much?
No.
Exactly. So wonder where you gonna sit there and say, can we blame Doc Rivers?
But can you really blame him?
How in the world Al Horford then dropped down to the level of the fact that you need more in order to get Danny Green from you with you?
What is Al Horford's?
What is Danny Green? I feel like Al Horford can shoot better than Danny Green.
You know what? I'm not gonna say he can't. I'm not gonna say he can't. But but
He can
is it
rebound more than Danny Green. He
I mean, if you
can
got him on
he
the court,
can dribble more than Danny Green.
say,
Yeah. Yes, dribble. Because once Danny Green get the ball, he either gonna shoot it or be stuck with it. Exactly. Al Horford can at least bounce the ball twice in a post, or he can pass the ball out, get a pick and pop, and hit a three. I haven't seen him do it.
I've seen Danny Green be clutch in several situations, and you have
In the
to
finals, in the finals, in this year finals,
beyond this year's finals,
exactly.
and you know it,
You looking at
and
something that
you know it.
happened. You looking
Stop
at
trying
something.
to sweep him under the rug like he ain't
You
shit.
he ain't shit right now. He ain't. He ain't worth no damn first round pick
No, he not.
and a second and Al Horford.
Come on, man.
Just let that sit in. This man is, according to somebody, a future Hall of Famer, but yet
Yeah,
Robert Horry ain't in the Hall of
I'm not
Fame.
that somebody.
But yet Robert Horry ain't in the Hall of Fame. Chauncey Billups, who has an NBA Finals ring and a Finals MVP, but yet Danny Green, according to somebody, is a Hall of Famer.
Well, I mean, think about it. Isn't
His career average is 8 points per game.
truth be told, what about this? Does or does he not belong in the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Draymond Green.
Draymond?
Yeah.
Draymond, to be honest with you,
Does he
he has a better
or
chance
does
than
he
Danny
not?
Green. He has a better chance than Danny Green. I can't see it right now.
Okay.
I can't.
Regardless of the rings.
He got a Defensive Player of the Year award. He's
Okay.
been All-Star. Danny Green, I don't even remember Danny Green being an All-Star. Has he ever been an All-Star?
You know what?
Exactly. How in the world is this?
Maybe once. Maybe once.
No, I don't think he ever been an All-Star. No, Danny Green. No. He never done won a 3-point shootout, content.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like
No.
he still got
I
selected
don't
to
think,
be.
no, he's never been an All-Star.
Okay.
He's never been an All-Star.
All right.
At least Draymond got that under his belt and Defensive Player of the Year. Danny Green only has 3 rings. That's it. He. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this, and I know this is gonna be disrespectful, but I don't give a damn. To me, he's like the Adam Morrison of the NBA, but with playing time.
Wow.
He got rings too. Adam Morrison got rings too. But the only difference is Danny Green played on the court. Yeah. Danny Green is the Adam Morrison of the NBA with playing time.
All right.
That's it. Matter of fact, I would put J.R. Smith in the Hall of Fame over Danny Green.
Nope.
I would.
Nope.
If you had to tell me if you can only put one, Danny Green or J.R. Smith. Like hell, J.R. Smith hands down.
Danny Green.
Man, Danny Green was nothing
If you give
until
me
he played for the Spurs.
if you give me a pickup game and the last 2 available options are J.R. Smith and Danny Green, give me Danny Green.
Both in their prime, you taking Danny Green over J.R.
No.
Exactly. Exactly. You taking J.R. Easily over Danny Green.
I mean, they both the same player. Like they both fucking inconsistent as
The only difference between them two, J.R. Smith dribbles the ball.
That's true. That's true. I
And
get it.
Danny Green does not, man. Okay?
He don't. That's
Exactly.
because of the system he's been playing under
Well,
and used to.
you know his first system was with the Cavs back when LeBron first played with the Cavs. Did you know that? Danny Green was on that roster.
Yep.
Mm. Know what numbers he
Back
was putting up then?
2000 what 9?
Yep. You know what
Yeah.
numbers he was putting up then?
Probably fucking 8,
Well, you give him a
2 and
lot.
1.
You giving him a lot. In
What 8?
2009, in 2009, he played 20 games for the Cavs. He started zero. He averaged 2 points a game, uh, almost a block, almost a steal, almost an assist, and one rebound.
First of all, I gave him 8 points a game, and he's an NBA.
Hey, LeVar Ball in college scored more points than Danny Green first year in the NBA. Let that sink. Future Hall of Fame. Future Hall of Famer, boy. Y'all killing me with this.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on the 2016, 2017 all defensive third team.
Danny Green
Yeah.
with the Cavs.
16, 17. No, that was with the Spurs.
Okay.
And he got 3 rings. That's it. His career average is 8.9 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 1 assist.
Let's go Green.
But yeah, this player right here is worth more than Al Horford, who let me look at his, who averaged career 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Okay, but like I mean, you got to think about it. You got to think about this as a GM. Like
How dumb can you be?
either that versus the 3-point element to your game.
That also Al Horford does.
Al Horford got a better 3-point percentage
Let's see. Last
than
year
Danny
he shot.
Green. I can't believe that.
Last year he shot 35% from three.
Danny Green.
No, Al Horford.
Okay.
Danny Green shot 36%. He beat him by 1%.
Well,
That 1% cost you a first round and second round pick.
I'm looking at it solely from a GM perspective.
that 1% is worth a first round and a second round pick. Just let that sink in.
I don't know. It just that was a bad decision. Worse. It wasn't the worst.
It's the worst. It's the worst. It is the worst. I never thought I'd see today. He just got traded from the Lakers to the Thunder. 2 days later, he's traded from the Thunder to the 76ers. And they got 3 picks out of the whole deal. And Danny Green didn't have to put on a single Thunder jersey. Man, Thunder is killing these trades this year. Well, the past
Will they
two.
make the playoffs though?
Now, they made the playoffs last year. They won't make it this year though.
Because of that addition?
Because of what? They lost Chris Paul.
So they won't make the playoffs because they lost Chris Paul.
Yes. Because look, they lost Chris Paul. And I told you the Warriors didn't make it last year. And also And you got the Suns making it. So that's replacing somebody. Who they replacing? Over pretty much, it seems like the Thunder. It's gonna fall off.
Pelicans.
Well, the Rockets. Pelicans didn't make the playoff last year.
Will they make it this year?
I don't know.
Come
I
on,
don't,
I need a little bit more clearance in this one.
well, the
I need
Rockets won't.
more clearance.
If James Harden doesn't make if James Harden gets traded, the Rockets won't make the playoffs. So that'll be another team that'll be out.
So that moves the Grizzlies up, right?
Yeah, possibly. Don't count out the Spurs, man. Don't count out the Spurs with DeMar
I'm not.
DeRozan, LaMarcus
I'm
Aldridge.
not. I'm not. I'm just asking. Will the Thunder be in, and who will be out?
Thunder will not make the playoffs next year. You can put that in the
Um,
mark file.
Gotcha.
Thunder is out of the playoffs. And the Suns will be in. But the Rockets is to be determined since we don't know about the trade. Oh, pick is in. Guess what, Reggie? Your team picked
Well,
up another guard from Israel called Yam Madar.
pretty much done with the draft.
He's an energetic two-way player. Ooh, we got some dribbles. Oh, I see him. So
In other words,
y'all
in
gonna
other
be
words,
stacked in the guard position.
we're gonna get rid of Smart.
Yep. Smart's gone.
Good,
Oh,
good.
Gordon
decision.
Hayward is pretty much gone. We just don't know where.
Yeah, I just wanted one more.
I think the player y'all just picked up though is more of a stash and dash player. That means
Maybe.
that he's going back to where he came from, but you will see him in the future.
Right.
Yeah. You do stuff like that in the second round, especially late in the second round. You get somebody that you can just pick up and it won't cost you a roster spot, and you can just put them back to get better.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, that's a smart move. But it was a point guard, so I don't know what y'all gonna do about that.
What shows
Ah.
you got, man?
So that should do it for tonight podcast. Thursday night football. Tomorrow we got the Seahawks taking on the Cardinals. I believe the Seahawks are at home. So with that being said, Reggie, who do you got? Both teams 6-3. I believe the winner of this game will win. Well, we'll be leading in the division.
Dolphins, Seahawks.
I said Cardinals, Seahawks.
Okay. Either way you go. Dolphins or Cardinals. Seahawks gonna find a way to lose a game. Like they in a slump.
They just
They are in
won.
a slump.
They just won.
The Seahawks?
No, the Cardinals.
I'm talking about the Seahawks.
Oh,
They are in a slump.
so the
I feel
Seahawks
like
gonna lose.
you feel like Seahawks gonna win?
Yeah, I'm picking them to win. They will get out of the slope tomorrow. High scoring game, like always, because I don't trust the Seahawks defense whatsoever. I believe Russell Wilson would not have a turnover type game. He's finna end that.
I just think it's gonna be close. Cause like if
Of course, it's gonna be close.
if you look to every Thursday night game this year, it's been close. Well, not close, but like
But I
it's been close.
say last week the Colts won by 17. And the week before that, the Packers pretty much killed the 49ers. Wasn't even close.
I'm just saying, like as far as them being like interesting.
Well, last week was interesting. I can't give you that 49ers Packers. Sorry. That was pretty much a beatdown.
Okay.
But this will be exciting. This probably would be the most exciting game on Thursday night so far this season. Because both teams are fighting for that number one spot in the NFC West. Um, what my team have to do is to be determined because we don't play the Monday night. And plus, we had a player test positive for COVID, so we haven't actually been practiced.
Right.
So you got the Cardinals, I got the Seahawks, right?
Yep.
All right. So that'll do it for tonight. Y'all already know what time it is on Friday. We'll have our picks, we'll have our predictions, and we'll
And
have
our postal shirts.
muscle shirts, baby.
You ain't gotta reveal it right now. Like,
Okay. All right. So we'll see y'all on Friday. And enjoy the rest of this draft. Pretty much at the later end. So we ain't really too much caring about it. But hey, hope the team that you're rooting for made good picks, unlike Reggie, who hates every pick that his team made tonight.
just one. Just one.
Okay, you hate this one. The first one, right?
Of course, the first one, yes.
Okay, I totally understand. All right, see y'all on Friday, man. Y'all have a good one.
And we out till Friday.